Alright, hey, what's up guys? Just welcome back to Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Last time we officially met Arquid, and I'm not really counting, the murder as, meeting her. But yeah, we officially met Arquid and made a deal, and saw a glimpse of, I'm assuming Roa, from the POV of some random girl. Which was that was sad. But now we are at a hotel, and our job is to just watch her sleep. And of course, assuming it's the same as the original, I do know what's about to happen. I'm hoping it's a little bit different. I would think, but we'll see.
これなら一晩過ごしても文句ないかな。
That's good. Good for you. Arquid looks like she's enjoying herself as she inspects the hotel room. Yeah, Shiki's just like, how did I end up here? What am I doing here? Like, really? I don't know, man. I have no words for how this day has turned out. Yeah, no, fair.
Like
I said earlier, just watch her sleep, I guess.
とりあえず移動するわ。私の部屋は守りには向かないから。そうね。見晴らしのいい高いところに行きましょうか。
Okay. And here we are. Yep, here you are. Yep. Arquid hailed a taxi on the main street, and we drove over to one of the neighboring city districts. From there, we didn't just book a room at one of the most prominent and expensive hotels around, no. Arquid decided to book the entire top floor just for us. I feel like some A-list celebrity. Yeah, I can imagine like the hotel staff is probably like, oh, you want to book the entire top floor, okay, that's gonna be, whatever amount. And she's like, oh yeah, easy enough. Whips out like, I don't know, it's just, I can imagine the looks in their face like, what? Because I imagine they would have had her pay up front, right? There's no way they would take her word as for her, being good for it, right? They would have to check. They would have to, I don't know.
Oh, 高い。
Yeah, high as a kite.
人間の建築技術ってほんとめきめき向上するわよね。こういうのなんて言うんだっけ？一発千金？日進月歩？
Yeah, one of those.
まあどっちでもいいか。
Something like that.
ほら見てシキ。さっきまでいた路地裏があんなにちっちゃくなってる。
I'm surprised you can see it from here. Arquid happily peeks through the shut curtains at the panorama below. I can't say I'm as excited as she is. Why not? This place feels less like a hotel room and more like a standalone citadel that happens to be built on the hotel's top floor. From the sun-blocking curtains to the furniture to the materials of the walls and doors, every last bit is grander than anything you'd normally encounter. And since we rented out the entire floor, we won't be seeing any other guests. Upon closer inspection, I noticed there's even a TV screen that displays an active feed of the first... I feel like that shouldn't... Okay. I feel like that's illegal somehow, but... no matter... Well, I guess it's not into other people's rooms, but still, I don't know, doesn't that feel weird? You should, for some reason, have a feed to the law, I don't know. No matter where I look, I'm reminded that this room is reserved only for the most privileged of people.
今夜はここに隠れましょう。あ、宿泊費のことは気にしなくていいよ。私お金持ちだからおごってあげる。
Okay, so they didn't have her pay up front. Because otherwise he would have known that already by seeing her whip out like all the gold and whatnot. Argwood speaks cheerfully as she steps away from the window. As amazed as she seemed by the view a moment ago, it appears she's already grown tired of the bird's eye view of the city.
アルクエイド、お前何考えてるんだ?
I don't know, man. An exhausted sigh slips out of me.
何って別にいろいろ考えてるけど。
いや、そういうことじゃなくてだな。男とホテルの一室なんて。
I don't think she's worried about that. I pause before I finish my sentence. Like, realistically, if you tried anything, you would have your nuts ripped off. like, obviously, you know, later on aside, like, if you tried something, you would be missing bits. I'm only here to watch over this self-proclaimed vampire while she sleeps. I shouldn't say anything that might complicate it even further.
いや、いい。好きにしてくれ。
Yeah.
変な式。
Yeah, he is.
いきなり怒ったり黙ったりして予測がつかないね。
Arkwid chuckles as if something is hilarious about the situation. I mean, isn't it kind of hilarious? I mean, really? Meanwhile, I'm standing near the door. door. Muscles tense as I keep a watchful eye on the room. Watching her relax, I realized we couldn't be more opposite from one another right now. Fatigue has spread through every inch of my body. I wish I could rest, but I also know that the second I take a seat on that sofa, I'll doze off. No matter how tired I get, I know better than to let my guard down now.
式、何か飲む？ここ飲み物がたくさんあるみたい。
Just water. Totally just water. A carefree voice calls out to me from the minibar. Needless to say, the bottles Arkwid holds up are filled with alcohol.
あのな、未成年のくせに酒を勧め。
No, she's not. You are, though. I stop. I have no clue whether she's over the legal drinking age or not, and I don't particularly care to find out either. Okay, here's the thing though. Shiki is definitely wearing a school uniform, right? Why would they give... You'd think they'd have someone clear out the alcohol. But, I don't know, no.
後で自分で選ぶからいい。それより。
For now, no matter how exhausted I am, no matter how confusing the situation might be, there are some questions I have to ask her. I need to know what she is. You already know though. She's a true ancestor, a vampire. And I need to know how much danger I'm in. I can't even afford to sit on the couch if I don't at least attempt to understand all the weird things happening here. Yeah, fair.
それより、お前に聞きたいことがある。のんびり休むのはその後だ。
構わないけど、どうしたの？急にかしこまって。
You do realize I haven't let my guard down even once around you. But that aside...
真面目な話だよ。結局のところ、お前の目的って何なんだ？
Kill the vampire in the town?
私は吸血鬼を追ってるだけよ。吸血鬼殺しが私の役割だから。
ああ、確かにそんなことを言ってた。けど、お前は吸血鬼なんだろ？
It's complicated, Shiki.
何？仕切ったらまだ私のこと信じてないの？
嫌っていうほど信じてるから安心しろ。
Okay.
俺が言いたいのは、どうして吸血鬼であるお前が吸血鬼を殺すのかってことだ。それおかしいだろ、理屈的に。
That's a fair thing to wonder about.
あら、 シキは同族同士で殺し合うのは嫌いなんだ。
Yes.
同族じゃなくても願い下げだよ。
From her POV, it probably doesn't seem that way since you know,
あのさ、
yeah.
吸血鬼は人間の血を吸う鬼なんだろ。なら殺す対象は人間であって同じ吸血鬼じゃない。
That's a sore spot.
お前が殺すのはその
Go on. Humans, right? The ones whose blood you suck.
吸血行為と殺害行為は別物よ。
True.
それでもシキの言いたいことはわかるわ。同じ種族同士助け合うべきだって言うんでしょ。
Yeah, so something along those lines.
けど、吸血鬼は同じ親から派生したものであってもそれぞれ異なる進化を遂げた固有種のようなものだから。人間でいうところの仲間意識は希薄なのよ。
じゃあそのお前が探している吸血鬼はお前とは違うっていうのか。
Yeah, yeah.
ええ、私とは別種の吸血種。私が追いかけているのは人間の吸血鬼だからあなたたちが抱くイメージとほぼ一緒よ。人間の血を吸って吸い殺した人間を使い魔にして少しずつ勢力を増やしていくってやつ。朝の使者覚えてるでしょ。あれが吸血鬼に殺された人間の末路。人間として死んだのにまだ死にきれず生かされているリビングデッド。
死んだのに生かされている。
Those corpses I saw in that alley. In stories, it said those who get their blood sucked by a vampire get turned into one as well, attacking other humans in turn. That's how they propagate and spread. If this goes unchecked, then a whole town could be turned into a stronghold for the living dead.
ええ、この町に潜んでいるのはそういう吸血鬼。私は血を吸うことに執心はないし彼らの仲間でもない。だから互いに殺し合うことに問題は発生しない。
Arkwid states the words matter-of-factly. I guess there really are all kinds of vampires out there.
今更でゾッとするんだけど、そいつをやっつけるから俺に盾になれなんてことを言ってやがったのか、お前。
Self-preservation?
ええ、初めはそのつもりだったわ。あなたなんて嫌がっても盾にしてやる。逃げても鎖で縛り付けて散々怖がらせて使い切ってやるって。
That wouldn't have been very nice.
けど、シキと話をしているうちに気が変わっちゃった。
So she was planning to take me by force. Yeah. Don't think I'll be forgetting about that.
気が変わったってなんでだよ。
You were nice.
私の勘違いだったから。私ね、シキ。あなたに殺されて復元するまでの間、あなたは教会の人間だと思っていたの。
It's reasonable assumption, I guess.
それなら敵の居場所を掴んでいる可能性もあるし、戦力としても期待できるなって。なのに仕切ったらまるっきり普通の人なんだもん。敵の棺の場所はおろか吸血鬼のことをまるで知らないし。
Yeah, we're pretty clueless.
そもそもあの連中がこんな無神論者の国に代行者を派遣するわけがないし、そもそも一人じゃ動かないものね。師匠と弟子のツーマンセルがあいつらの基本だったわ。
See, this is interesting. So now, obviously, right? Like I was talking about before when we met. I'm forgetting her name. The weird teacher lady who's from France. So she must be CL's master? Actually, I guess it could go either way. Because CL is actually technically like 23. But if whatever her face is 25, yeah, no, she's probably the, yeah. I don't know why I'm forgetting her name. I don't know, I'll go back and check the one of the previous recordings that had her in it. But yeah, so that would explain why there's two of them now, and not just CL. Arkwid mutters to herself as she paces around the room. She's gotten so sidetracked it feels like she's forgotten all about me.
とにかく私の標的はあなたから吸血鬼に戻ったってこと。
Oh, that's good.
それはそれでちょっと残念な気もするけど。
Why? She manages to say such a terrifying thing in the cheeriest of voices. Shit. She definitely, no, I don't think anyone would. She definitely hasn't forgotten what I did to her. I certainly deserve to be despised for murdering her, but it's still bad for my heart to hear her talk so lightly about killing in turn. Maybe she really does intend to kill me the second I let my guard down.
真面目な話は終わり？じゃ、ベッドにドーン！
Huh?
Yeah, you go on ahead. Before I even get the chance to react, she's off. Arkwid bounces over to the bed and plops down onto the soft mattress.
気持ちもいいし、日が沈むまで眠るね。
Okay, yeah, you do that.
あ、シキも今のうちに休んでおいた方がいいよ。吸血鬼は昼間活動できないから、本格的に見張りをしてもらうのは夜になるんだし。
Okay, it's fair enough.
お前、今自分の存在を全面否定するようなことを言ったって分かってるか？
Again, she's kind of unique.
私はいいの。と、そろそろ限界みたい。それじゃあおやすみなさい、シキ。日が沈んだら起こしてね。
Okay, we'll do. Night night.
おい！
Have a good sleep. Arkwid falls asleep so abruptly, it's as if someone turned off a car engine. Yeah, she's still eepy from having to regenerate.
マジか。
I can hardly believe it, but she's actually asleep. I feel like an idiot for staying next to the door this whole time in case I needed to run. Is this okay? I mean, I'm one to talk, but is she really okay with this? I was practically here against my will, but now I could just as easily run away. And then she would hunt you down and kill you. So, don't tell me she's forgotten. Even if I don't feel the same impulse now.
俺は一度、お前を殺しているんだぞ。
Yeah. And at this point, you're not strong enough to regenerate again, so it's like... this really is a big risk on her part. So how can she doze off like this with me around? I don't know, man. Oh. So I hadn't said anything, but that necklace is new, right? She didn't have that necklace in the original as far as I can remember. Hang on, let me look up a picture of her from the original 2000 version. Arkwid. Yeah, she did not have that necklace in the original. I wonder what that's about. I assume we'll find out eventually. Like, there's no way they just added that and it not have some sort of significance, right? I watch her while she sleeps. Peering closely, I noticed a slow rise and fall of her chest as she breathes. Uh-huh. Why are you looking at her chest, huh? But other than that, she doesn't move a muscle. It's like I'm looking at a painting. The lids of her eyes are closed in peaceful rest. Her eyelashes are long and her lips are luscious, even without the slightest touch of lipstick. I trace the curve of her plump chest with my eyes. Okay, buddy. Following the line until it meets the flat of her hips, like a hill meets the horizon. Her arms are long and slender. She looks innocent, yet sensual all at once. A contradiction I struggle to make sense of. Okay, buddy. Here she is, vulnerably slumbering away in the hotel's royal suite. Trusting me, the person who killed her, to be in the same room with her despite us having only just met. Yeah, like,
バカだな、こいつ。
Yeah. She's so ridiculously trusting and honest. I'm frankly a little worried about her. Either way, this is the time to choose. This may be my last chance to turn back. That woman told me to be her shield. But... okay, so... I believe this will lead to a dead end, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna skip this one and just stay, but let me know if the dead ends are worth doing. And if they are, I can always come back to this point via the flowchart and see this one. But I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna go on with the story for now, because I don't know if they're worth seeing or not. I'm done hesitating. I'm staying put.
約束したからな。
Yeah, you did. That's right. I did. No matter what happens, I don't intend to break my promises. Arkwit is still asleep. Now, I honestly can't tell by looking at her, but she did say she was weakened. She even said she was at her limit earlier. But the real question is whether I should stay or leave. I didn't even have the chance to think on it before. It's quiet in here. We're the only two people in this room, on this entire floor even, though I'll save wondering if it's rude to count self-proclaimed vampires as people for later. Yeah, I think it is.
失礼ってどっちに対して言ってんだ、アホ。
I scold myself. After being chased the entire morning, my body is too tired to move properly. Even thinking is exhausting. You should take like an hour nap or something.
とにかくまずは落ち着こう。
Yeah. I tear myself away from the door to sit down. The chair I choose is a tall one adjacent to the minibar. I find a bottle of mineral water inside and pour myself a glass.
よし。
Is it? Is it really? The cool water unravels my scrambled thoughts. The wild chain of events this morning had clogged my mind, keeping me from thinking clearly. I should take this chance to carefully decide on my next move. Yeah, Shigi? Yeah. It's my second resigned exclamation of the day. Yeah, the one before was directed at Arkwid, but this time it's aimed squarely at myself. The sound of her gentle breathing brushes against my ears, pulling my focus away. What is wrong with me? What am I doing getting all excited and worked up over her at a time like this? I don't know, man. I need to leave the room. This must be because the fear that gripped me in the alley still doesn't let me go. Right, uh-huh. I just need to take a deep breath in the hallway and I'll be fine. This strange heat in my chest will go away. Sure it will. Sure it will. This is a nice hallway. Yep, that you did. There's not a single other guest or staff wandering the top floor. Arkwid is currently sleeping in the corner room at the end of the hallway. We've got a clear view of whatever would come our way, but it also means that we're that much further from the elevators. Yeah, kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, you'll just have to make it up later. It's fine. It's a little past 11 AM now. I've doubtlessly already been marked as absent. It'll be a lot of trouble if the school calls the mansion, but there's little I can do to prevent that. Akia is definitely going to have a thing or two to say about this, but this isn't the time to worry about that. I don't feel good, so I'm skipping. Make up some excuse for me if you can. I send him a loose reason for my absence and hope that he'll rise to my call for help, assuming he didn't skip as well. I'm not begging him to work any miracles, just hoping he can figure something out if the opportunity presents itself. Yeah. If only I could tell him more about what's happening. Yeah, no, I wouldn't believe you if you told me either. There's no way to explain the situation without sounding like a lunatic. Yeah. Arihiko doesn't need to know more than this. Hang on. Thinking of a familiar face calmed me down a little. It's time for me to return to the room where the self-proclaimed vampire slumbers. I feel like something is gonna happen. Well, I know something is gonna happen eventually. Because, you know, the original and whatnot, but still. I knew she'd still be asleep, but it'd feel weird to enter the room without a word. The woman in white is sleeping just like she was when I left. It's like she barely moved. She doesn't look the slightest bit threatening in her sleep. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she looked like the princess of some foreign country. Someone there! I've avoided the sofa long enough. Even though I know I might not get back up again, I take a seat. After all, the sofa is the only place in the room that has a good overview of both the bed and the door. It's the cuck couch. It is just as ridiculously comfortable as I'd anticipated. Its fluffy cushions called to me. I feel like I might just melt into them, but I stop myself. I'm supposed to stand guard, so I can't fall asleep now. Well, you'd be kind of useless if you were dead tired if something happened. And she said you should be safe until nighttime, so it's like, I would try and take like a nap or something. Even from here, she's almost nightmarishly beautiful. Okay. Her smooth, pale skin, her slender fingers, each one a piece of fine art, the soft curves of her body. Every last detail of her body is without equal, and when put together, the composition is flawless. I've never seen a figure so sublime. No, that's not right. In all my life, I thought I'd never seen one. Or I thought I'd never see one. I let out a long sigh as I look up at the ceiling. For all that talk about being a vampire and coming back from the dead, Arquid's a living creature. One that looks and talks just like a human. And the fact that she's too weak to even get up on her own is all my fault. Yeah, you fucked it up.
自分でしでかしたことの責任は自分で取らないとな。
I think back to what I was taught in my younger days. It was Master who told me. Because my eyes are unusual, they may attract other unusual things. It's about time for me to pull myself together. For now, I need to keep my promise. Tonight at least, I'll protect her in whatever way I... We sleep? I think we sleep. White. I open my eyes to the color white. The color pulls an old memory from the recesses of my mind. A hot summer day. Oh, here we go. The quintessential flashback. Huge fluffy clouds cover the blue sky. The air shimmers with heat. And the keening of cicadas eats at me. The cries of the cicadas. My hands are glistening with red liquid, as if they were dipped in paint. The cicada husks are scattered around. It feels as if the beating sun is right on top of us. God, this is loud. Holy fuck. Burning, sizzling, scorching the clearing. A hot midsummer day. It's as if the world has warped into one massive frying pan. That's not a great scenery. Sob, 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 sob. Akiha is crying. Akiha, who is always following after me, is weeping into her hands. The child is on the ground next to her. The sunlight plays over my slick, wet hands. Yes, my hands are cold. The other child is cold. The red blood painting our world is warm.
Shiki.
The adults are here. The other child is dead. The adults are yelling. They scream, asking whether I killed him. A dream forgotten within a dream, or even within a dream.
Shiki, ほら、目を覚まして。も
Yeah.
う日が落ちちゃってるじゃない。
Sorry, my bad. My body is violently shaken from its slumber. A cold hand grips my shoulder as an unfamiliar voice calls to me. Arquid stands in front of me. The world outside the window is dark. When I glance at the clock, I realize it's already past 8.
あれ
あれじゃないわ。日が沈んだら起こしてって言ったのに、仕切ったら眠ってるんだもん。
Yeah, no, that's our bad. That's our bad.
悪い 寝てたのか、俺。
I'm such a mess. To think I'd fall asleep while watching over her. Yeah, you failed.
もうそんなんじゃ護衛失格よ。
Well, to be fair, he was tired from running away from you. So,
二人とも眠っていたなんて、襲われていたら私もシキも死んでたところよ。
yeah.
だから悪いって言ってるだろ。でもほら、昼間は安全だって言ったのはお前じゃないか。
絶対とは言い切れないわ。朝みたいに使い魔がやってくることだってあるんだから。
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's our bad. Arkwood's mad. Of course, she has every right to be. A guard who falls asleep during his watch is no more useful than a scarecrow.
それにね、私だって吸血鬼なんだよ、シキ。
No.
なのにどうして身の危険とか感じないで眠っちゃったりできるのかな。少しは緊張して眠れないとか恐れ敬うとかそういう反応してもいいんじゃない？
I mean, you haven't really given us the impression since like we first saw you that you want to kill us. So it's like, I take back my apology. She seems more upset at the fact that I wasn't too terrified to fall asleep near her than my failure as a guard.
体も少しは動くようになって目を覚ましてみれば、仕切ったら幸せそうに眠ってるじゃない。あんまりにも無防備だから吸血種として威厳がないのかなって本気で不安になったんだから。
Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, maybe.
なんだよ、無防備なのはそっちだって同じだろ。俺だって一度はお前を殺してるんだぞ。今回だってそうしないとは限らないのに、お姫様みたいにグースか寝やがって。人間だからって甘く見るなよ。
You know, you make a good point. I bite back at her like a trapped mouse squeaking at a cat. It's really just a bitter attempt to save face, and yet... You didn't even think about that, did you? Arkwood falls silent, apparently only just having realized she's rooming with her murderer. Yeah.
そういえばそうよね。なんでだろう。なんとなくね、路地裏でシキと話しているうちに信用しきってたみたい。
You. Too trusting. Well, it's not like she has any bad intentions.
そうか。そこまで信用されてるんなら、それなりに努力はする。あとはずっと見張っていればいいのか。
That'd be good, yeah.
ええ、とりあえず朝日が昇るまでね。私は部屋から出ないから、シキは誰かがこのフロアにやってくるようだったら用心して。
We'll give it a go. Easier said than done. If something like that panther shows up again, I'm not sure what I'd be able to do about it. Take the glasses off! I'm way out of my league here. I can't exactly do my job as a bodyguard without knowing what I'm up against first. It might be best if I continue where we left off last time. Panthers and burning zombies aside, I still know pretty much nothing about Arkwood or who she's hunting.
確認するぞ、アルクエイド。路地裏で襲ってきた奴らは、お前の敵が差し向けた奴なのか？
Yes.
差し向けたというより巡回ね。一定のルートで街を監視するのがあいつらの役割だったんでしょう。その巡回ルートで私とシキが話し込んでいたから、結果的に私がいるってバレちゃったみたい。
バレちゃったって、お前の敵に？
Yeah.
そう。体調が万全なら手間が省けてよかったんだけど、今の私じゃ逆に倒されかねない。
That's your fault, Shiki.
だからシキと一緒にここまで逃げたの。体力が戻る前に襲われたら撃つではないから。
Yeah. Arkwood's enemy is the serial killer that's been terrorizing this town. Another vampire. From the sound of it, the vampire is after Arkwood as well. Though they don't seem to be on a level playing field right now. Arkwood is still extremely weak.
そして敵とやらには手足になる部下がいて、お前には誰もいないと。
Well, she has Len, but Len's not really for that. Arkwood pouts and pulls her shoulders up in a huff. She isn't refuting it. That must mean she really is alone. Actually, wait, if there's no 18 plus scenes in this one, how are the Len scenes gonna be? Are they just gonna cut out like the Len dream scenes, or are they gonna be something different? I'm curious, actually. Don't tell me, of course. I'm thinking out loud.
お前、さっき吸血鬼はそれぞれ個体差があるって言ってたけど、これはそういう話なんだろ。じゃあ、仲間がたくさんいる吸血鬼ってのはどんなやつなんだ？
いや。
それはどうすれば簡単に説明できるかな。
Arkwood's eyes wander over the ceiling as she thinks. It doesn't feel like she's that used to conversation. Yeah, no, not really.
いいよ、難しいままで。話せることなら何でもいいから話してくれ。俺も訳がわからないけど、なんとか話の筋を見極めるから。
そう？ありがとう、シキ。
はいはい。お礼はいいから続けてくれ。
Arkwood nods earnestly.
仲間がたくさんいると言っても何パターンかあるんだけど、この町に潜んでいる人は古いタイプの吸血鬼よ。
Where'd that come from?
教会風に言うなら上司の吸血鬼ね。
Okay. Okay.
この上司は段階に分けて村や町を侵していくわ。まずは初手、進行1。能力的に優れた人間を見繕ってその血を吸ってしもべにする。吸血鬼に血を吸われた人間は死んで上司の操り人形になるけど、人間だった頃のパーソナリティも残している。要は人格の残った死体ね。使徒の改定で言うと3段階目の上級の使い魔ってところ。
Okay. Right off the bat, there's a bunch of stuff I don't understand. But at least my mind's feeling a lot clearer after that nap. I'm just gonna skip. Well, you slept for almost 9 hours. That's not really a nap at that point. You just slept. I'm just gonna skip past all the terminology I didn't understand and go straight to the few words I did.
人格の残った死体。要は人間のまま吸血鬼になるってこと。
3回転じゃ吸血鬼とは言えないかな。人間以上の体になったけどまだ子を作ることはできない働きアリの司令塔ぐらいと思って。
Okay.
じゃあ路地裏で出てきたやつらは？
あれはもう1個下、2回転目の式。
Okay.
人間への擬態もできない命じられたことをこなすだけの労働力よ。
Absent of any will of their own, requires minimal effort to create cannon fodder. Okay. Getting a little carried away with her explanation, Arkwood has gone and outlined different types of vampires on the board. She's surprisingly multi-talented.
都市の人間をある程度の数しもべにした上司は棺を用意して眠りにつく。日中は活動できないし 何より上司の吸血鬼は活動するだけで目立つから、食料の備蓄、勢力拡大はしもべたちに任せるの。
Okay.
かくして3海底より上のしもべたちは人間に期待して少しずつ他の人間たちを捕食していく。人間の血肉はしもべたちの活動源にもなるけど、その大半は上司に送られる。上司は棺で眠ったまま力を蓄え、最後にはコミュニティごと自分の血肉に変えてしまう。これがこの町に潜んでいるものの特性よ。
Okay.
今はまだしもべの数が少ないから大した能力はないんだけど、犠牲者が増えれば増えた分だけ上司の力は増していく。その前に棺を見つけて倒してしまえばいいんだけど、私はまだ敵の寝床さえ見つけられていない。今回はよっぽど巧妙に隠れてるのか、気配さえ感じない。
That's very not good.
寝床を見つけちゃえば片付けるのは簡単なんだけどね。今回は手がかりがない状態だから仕方なく昼間から街を歩いて調べていたの。そうしていたら通りすがりの殺人鬼に襲われちゃって、まあ大変。
That's our bad. Sorry about that. Arkwood claps her hands together and punctuates her sentence with a bright smile. That's fucked up. What the hell? Uh-huh. That's me she's talking about. I swallow uncomfortably.
なるほど。とりあえず話は見えてきた。
Really? Are you?
この町には人間を食い物にする化け物が救っていて、アルクエイドはそれを退治しに来た。
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
けど、そいつの居場所を探している時に、俺にやられちまって、今は弱っているから回復するまで隠れてる。そういうことか。
Pretty much.
うん、簡単にまとめるとそういうことかな。
I still want to know about the nightmares and Nightkin.
じゃあ次。その敵とやらは何だってそんな回りくどいことをするんだ。
What do you mean?
しもべなんか作らずに全部一人でやればいいじゃないか。
She just told... What?
単純に弱いからよ。どれほどの懲罰能力、どれほどのライフスケールを持った吸血鬼でも一人では生きられない。弱点が多い彼らは決して表舞台に長居はしない。
Yeah.
だから脆弱だけど弱点の少ない人間を使い魔にして安全圏から血を集める。言ってしまうとリスク回避ね。
弱点が多いね。具体的には
You think she's gonna tell you?
日の光、魔力枯渇が主だけど、最大の弱点はそうね。
Well, yeah, those are the obvious ones, but
敵が多いということかしら。
yeah.
敵が多い。それはお前みたいな。
Her, the church, other dead apostles who want this territory.
私は例外というか特例よ。吸血鬼はね、人間に嫌われているの。人間の最大の武器は数と共有でしょ。
いや、
いるのよ。世界には吸血鬼が事件を起こせば駆けつけてくる吸血鬼を殺すことだけを目的とした人間が。特に陰湿で執念深いのが教会。西欧を中心にした宗教の異端狩り。主の意志を人の手で代行するなんてお題目から代行者と呼ばれているわ。もう何百年も使徒を殺す技術を磨いてきた人間たちでね、こいつらは下手な吸血鬼より厄介よ。だから吸血鬼は一旦隠れるの。いちいち相手をしていたら血も集まらないし、何より封印される危険性があるから。
Hunters sent by a church. Sounds like the Inquisitions and witch hunts of the Middle Ages. Probably not wrong. They must be incredible specialists to make even vampires hide and cower in fear. But something still has me scratching my head.
一旦隠れる。つまり血をたくさん集めてしまえば隠れる必要はない。
Pretty much, yeah.
そうよ。力さえつけてしまえば隠れる必要はない。教会の代行者たちがやってこようと後の祭り。吸血鬼はその町で貯めた資産で暴虐の限りを尽くす。そうして町を完全に食い物にした後、また新しい狩り場を求めて移動する。あなたたち人間が吸血鬼を排除したかったら、それは事件が起きる前に気づくしかない。吸血鬼事件なんてものが起きた時点で、その町は根元から腐っている。四季には悪いけど、もう何人ものしもべが徘徊しているこの町は、あなたたち人間の手では回復できない状況よ。
It's understandable. Arkwood's explanation is a little hard for me to swallow. I mean, I understand what she's trying to say, but understanding and accepting are two very different things. She can't just tell me that my town is beyond saving and expect me to nod along like, okay, sure, yeah, okay. And though the problem feels much more fundamental here.
やっぱり俺には信じられない。
何よ、私が四季を騙してるって言いたいの？
that face. She's like, bruh. Bruh, really? That's a good face. I like that face.
いや、そうじゃないよ。アルクエイドの話は全部本当だってわかる。お前、嘘とかつけないだろ。
当たり前じゃない。その必要性がないんだもの。
I don't know.
だからさ、俺はお前が信じられないじゃなくて、吸血鬼ってものがわからないんだよ。気軽に吸血鬼と言うけど、まだピンとこない。確かにお前は人間じゃない。それだけはわかる。
Okay.
でも、だからって吸血鬼とか言われても実感が湧かないんだ。
What does feel like a vampire even mean?
そういえばそうね。四季の知ってる吸血鬼像と私という吸血鬼像は大きく違うし。
Yeah. Vampires are like pale, pretty much like gray skin, you know, all very obvious fangs, things like that. In some depictions, they have pointy ears. So it's kind of like you don't really fit the bill.
ああ、そういうことだ。俺は吸血鬼なんてものが本当にいるってことより、吸血鬼がこんなやつだなんて想像もしなかった。
Like well, what? Like what?
古いタイプとか言われてもお手上げだ。お前とそいつらの違いもわからない。
I finally managed to figure out what's been bothering me. I can't continue this conversation without understanding what differentiates her from other vampires. It would be wrong of me to trust her without good reason. If anything, it's entirely possible that she poses an even bigger threat than this Castellan. Yeah, if she wanted to, she definitely would be a bigger threat, but...
そっか。人間から見ればそうよね。
Yeah.
どっちも未知なら、どっちも同じくらい危険に見えるってことか。いいわ。それじゃあ今回はさらに特別授業。
Okay.
吸血鬼基礎編について教えてあげましょう。
Arkwood proudly holds up a finger.
いいけどさ、なんだよその基礎編って。
Well, let her cook.
四季は素人だから、吸血鬼なら子猫でも知っているようなことから始めないといけないでしょ。
Okay.
だから基礎編。大丈夫。先輩としてバシッと教えてあげるから。
How would you know? I don't think you ever taught someone before. Teacher? Since when? I've got to admit, it feels a little condescending for her to explain this to me like I was some kind of kid. Well,
OK
I mean,
とりあえず手短に頼むよ
she is like 1,000 years older than you, so
任せて。できる限り努力するわ。
but she also sleeps a lot of that time, so in terms of actual like lived experience, you're probably relatively close, but still. I'm not sure if I feel all that ready to leave it to her. Like I observed before, Arquid really doesn't seem that used to conversing with others. I guess a self-proclaimed vampire doesn't get too many chances to talk to humans. Glancing at the clock, I noticed it's a little before midnight. I'm kind of shocked that so much time has passed already. But luckily for us, we've still got plenty of time to kill.
First, は種類分けね。一般に吸血鬼とは言うけど、大きく2つのものに分けられるわ。元から吸血鬼だったものと、後から吸血鬼になったもの。前者を神祖と言って、後者を使徒と呼ぶの。あなたたちが吸血鬼と呼んでいるのは使徒の方。さっきの海底の話も使徒の生態系ね。人間の血を吸い、しもべにして太陽の光に弱く、洗礼儀式の前に敗退する。
Okay.
私たちの敵も使徒と区別される吸血鬼よ。
I can't help but notice that at some point her enemy has become our enemy. But I guess that's how it is for now, so I decided to let it pass.
その使徒ってのは初めから吸血鬼じゃないって言ったけど、それはどういうことだ？
使徒は人間とか動物とか、とにかくもともとは吸血種ではなかった者たちよ。
So you're saying there could be a dead apostle that's like a cat?
魔術の果てに不老になった者か、血を吸われてしもべになった者とがいる。まあどっちの場合も結果は同じだけど。吸血鬼になった者は不完全ながらも不老不死の肉体を手に入れて人間のカテゴリーから外されるの。
And then true ancestors, no real weaknesses, exist naturally, super strong. Scary. Okay, got it. So we've got true ancestors, which are natural born vampires, as well as dead apostles, which are humans who turned into vampires. I can't quite put my finger on it. Something about the story still seems fundamentally off to me.
ねえシキ、あなたは吸血鬼の特徴をどのくらい知ってるの？
ありきたりのイメージしか持ってないよ。処女の血を吸ったり、睨むだけで金縛りにしたり、霧になったり、狼に変わったりするあたりが一般的に聞く吸血鬼のイメージだけど。
大体は合ってるかな。
Oh, well, okay. Oh, sure. I didn't. Okay. Does that mean Arquid can turn into a
処女の血を吸うというのは、まだ他の人間と体液の交換をしていない血液が彼らの遺伝子を補うのに適しているから。通常の血液より栄養がある程度の違いね。
Okay.
使徒、後天的に吸血鬼になった者は不完全な不老不死なの。確かに不老で死ににくい動的な細胞を持つ生命体に変貌した。けどそ それは燃え盛る火のようなもので、エネルギーを常に補充しないと消えてしまう。どんな生物だって栄養を取らないと活動できないでしょ。それと同じよ。ただ吸血種は食事、栄養さえ取り続けていれば寿命がないということだけ。
Makes sense.
人たちのような吸血鬼になった吸血鬼はね、自分が生きていくのに必要だから血を吸うの。もともとは人間だったから不老不死の肉体というのは無理があるのよ。
True. Yes, true.
彼らの肉体を構成する遺伝子は長生きすればするほど、力をつければつけるほど原子の増大に耐えられなくなる。力を増やし続けないと崩壊してしまうくせに、力をつけすぎると自己の形、秩序を保てない。
So it's just a really shitty existence for the most part.
それを補うためにはどうするか。簡単よ。他から自分のような異常な秩序ではない正常な秩序を取り込んで、失われていく秩序を補完していけばいい。人間が食事に有機化合物を好むのと一緒。
Makes sense.
吸血鬼は血液からその正常な遺伝情報やカロリーを採集する。魂の熱量と言い換えてもいいわ。要は人間の血を吸ってその遺伝情報を取り込むことで自身の肉体を固定してるってこと。使徒にとって吸血は食事や力のプールであるのと同時に存在のために必要不可欠な行為なの。
The explanation makes my head spin with both its complexity and length. I'm not following this at all, but Arkwood carries right along.
で次は睨むだけで金縛りにするってやつね。
Yeah.
これは魔眼の一種よ。眼球は便利で強力な魔術回路だから魔眼を持つ吸血種は多いわ。
I assume this is when Shiki's gonna mention his eyes.
指向性の魔力放出機能が分かりやすいかな。目からそうね、ビームっていうの、ああいうのを出すイメージ。
Yeah.
出るのかビーム。
she said sort of. Sort of. Also, she's like, Arkwood said something so outrageous, I can't help but jump up from my seat.
出ないと思う。
Like, did he just laser focus on that one thing? She said something like it's kind of like that. She was making it easier for you to understand.
いくらなんでもそんな意味不明な吸血鬼はいないと思う。あくまでイメージの話ね。
I'm relieved and also a little disappointed.
っていうか、魔眼ってなんだよ。
Remember that's what Aoko said. Remember, Shiki, remember.
特別な目のこと。魔術回路を使用してシングルアクションの魔術を放出する異能。まあ技術みたいなものね。ほら、人間には剣術とかあるでしょ。あれと同じ。
Okay.
いろいろな種類があるけど、使徒であれば誰でも使える技法みたいなものよ。もっとも鍛えたところで威力は術者の個体差、才能に左右されるけどね。私たち吸血鬼が持つのは魅惑の魔眼。これが基本にして最も強力というか、吸血鬼というあり方において魅惑以外の魔眼はあんまり意味がないというか。
Okay.
魅惑の魔眼は見た相手を魅惑するんじゃなくて、吸血鬼の目を見てしまった相手を魅惑するの。
Makes sense.
強力な吸血鬼は魔眼で相手の脳に意志を叩きつけて、その思考を完全に掌握するんだけど、 まあそこまでの魔眼を保持する人は稀かな。
Huh. That sounds like hypnosis or brainwashing. You could go up to someone and tell them to forget everything they saw. With a power like that, you could cover up any murder, even if there were witnesses at the scene.
理屈はさておいて、要は目を見たらまずいってこと？
Pretty much.
よくできました。だから吸血鬼と向かい合った時は顔じゃなくて全体を俯瞰するのが基本よ。相手と目線を合わせるなんて自殺行為だからね。
Okay, good to know. Also, that's a cute pose. Like they really cooked when it came to Arkwood's like poses for her sprite, or I guess model. Like yeah. Oh.
次は霧になるだっけ。これも2種類に分類されるかな。高等なのは本当に粒子化するもの。自己を拡散させて現象になるという離れ技。これが広範囲かつ長時間できる人は数えるほどしかいないはずで、下等なのは目くらましね。影武者の方が分かりやすいかな。用心深い吸血鬼は分身を作ってそれに意識を乗せて活動する。用が済んだら分身を操る魔力をカットするんだけど、それが塵になって無散することから霧になって消えたように見えるだけ。
Okay. I see. He does not Naruhodo. So she actually knows about Kagemusha? She might be a vampire from some foreign country, but she's surprisingly knowledgeable about Japanese culture. Beast form, okay.
狼になる、他の動物に変わるっていうのは破損した肉体を使いまで補っている副産物ね。長い年月を生きた吸血鬼ほど崩壊する肉体の保管は通常の命では間に合わない。だから力のある獣を取り込んでそれを体として使っている。
Alright.
必要な時はその獣を元に戻して刺激するから狼になった、狼を出したように見える。人たちは命のリペアとして古い獣を1匹ぐらいは体に取り込んでいるけど、それが限界。あんまり多く取り込むと今度は吸血鬼の自我が獣と混濁してしまう。使徒の中でも複数の獣を使い魔にしているやつは一人だけ。そいつももう消えたけど。
You sure about that? You sure about that? Unless she's saying that in the sense that he's not himself anymore.
こんなところかな。
But I don't know.
式が言ったイメージをもとにざっと概要だけを説明したけど、吸血鬼がどんなものか分かってもらえた？
Sort of.
乱暴なまとめだけど、とにかく人の形をした人と同じ地勢構造をした吸血種を吸血鬼と呼ぶの。
Right, mostly.
その中身がどれだけ異物でも基本形態が人なら吸血鬼として問題ないわ。
I feel like I understand less than ever. After hearing just how monstrous vampires can be, it's even harder to believe that the woman standing in front of me could be one.
じゃあ次は私の番ね。
Okay.
実を言うと私も大事なことを聞き忘れてた。
なんだよ。俺に聞くようなことは何もないだろ。
Bruh.
俺は吸血鬼でも何でもない。ただの学生なんだから。
ふん。それじゃあ聞くけどシキ。あなた、 どうやって私を殺したの？
は？
Right? Like, how did he?
だからどんな手段を使ったのかって聞いてるの。ルーンやカバラあたりの秘術には抗体ができているから効かないし、抗体耐性ができてないもの。私がまだ経験したことのない魔術となると、この国の古神道と南米の秘宝ぐらいのものよ。いえ、それだってあそこまで私を殺しておくことはできない。
Yeah, see?
答えてシキ。あなたはどんな年代物の神秘で私を再起不能にしてくれたの？
Come on, Shiki, remember the Mr. Guys thing?
いや、年代物の神秘って何のことだ？
I can tell Arkwood is dead serious, but I legitimately have no idea what she's talking about.
だから概念武装のことよ。歴史と想念を蓄えた触媒。この国にも神器ってあるんでしょ？大抵は宝条や剣、宝石や仮面を使用する魔術霊装のことだけど。ねえシキ、あなた本当にそっちの方面の人じゃないの？
No, not really.
そっち方面も何も、俺はただの学生だって言ったじゃないか。
Bro, how is he forgetting about his own fucking eyes?
嘘よ。魔術師でもない人間が私を傷つけることなんてできないわ。シキ、私に隠していることあるでしょ？
Come on, buddy. Arkwood glares at me like an angry cat. But no matter how she looks at me, it's not like I have anything to hide. Wait, I do.
すまん。実を言うと一つあったっぽい。
Finally.
けど関係あるのかな、これ。
Arkwood keeps glaring at me. The only way to resolve this is by confessing the truth.
なんて言ったらいいのかな。俺さ、物の切れる線が見えるんだよ。
切れる線？
Exactly what I expected. There's no way she'd believe that. And no one ever does. That's just the way it's always been.
それどういう意味？
Arkwood responds with total seriousness.
だから物の切れる線が見えるんだよ、俺。生き物とか地面とか、とりあえず触れられるものなら全部亀裂みたいでさ、それに刃物を通すとあっさり切断できるんだけど、これ意味あるか？鉄をナイフ程度で切れるのは便利だけど、別に好きなところが切れるわけじゃないんだ。線が見えてるところしか切れないから日曜大工にも使えない。お前を切った時だってそのナイフなら女の肌ぐらい切れるだろ。
Are you sure about that? I don't know about that. That's a scary look, Arkwood. Shiki, I think you've A chill runs down my spine. Her gaze is intense enough to bring my breathing to a halt.
そう。直視の魔眼なんて童話の中だけの話と思ってたけど、いるところにはいるものね。あなたみたいな突然変異の化け物が。
That's a bit rude.
なんだよそれ。俺は吸血鬼に化け物なんて言われる筋合いはないぞ。
化け物は化け物でしょ。物の死を見る魔眼なんて私たちでさえ保有している者はいないんだから。
物の死を見る。
Bro, owls Aoko literally told you about. Oh my god. This is literally the explanation Aoko gave you. Like, why
それ以
you.
外の何だっていうの？シキ、あなたの目は生物としてつながってはいけない場所と回線が開いているんでしょうね。その目は生まれついてのものなの？
いや、こうなったのは昔からだけど、生まれついてのものじゃない。
それじゃあ以前一度ぐらい死んでみたことがあるでしょう。
お前じゃあるまいし、そう簡単に死ねるか。でもまあそうだよ。以前事故で死にかけた。線が見えるようになったのはその後からだ。
潜在的な素質もあったんだろうけど、きっかけはそれでしょうね。直視の魔眼か。
I don't like the weird, like, discoloration filter they have on her still.
確かにそれなら間違いなく私を殺せるわ。
Okay. Arkwood huffs a little and turns her gaze away from me. Even though she turns from me with clear distaste, I'm somewhat grateful she's no longer staring at me with those eyes of hers.
アルクエイド、お前この線がなんだか知ってるのか？
実際に知覚できるあなたほどじゃないけど、知識としてなら説明できるわ。あなたが見ているものはね、万物の結果、ものの死にやすい箇所なのよ。もっとわかりやすく言うのなら、あらゆる存在の死そのものよ。
That's pretty close to what Master told me before she gave me my glasses. The end of all things, the inevitable future of creation. All this time I didn't see it. I did everything I could not do.
何言ってんだ。俺が見てる線なんてただそこが切れるだけのものじゃないか。
You sure about that? You really sure about that?
だからその線が死なの。いい意識、ありとあらゆるものには終わりがある。それがいつになるかは個別差があるけど、とにかく果てというものはある。死は到来するものではなく、誕生した瞬間に内包していて、いつか発現するものよ。それが原因と結果。因果律って言葉聞いたことあるでしょ？
Yeah.
ここにある以上、それは必ず消えなくてはいけない。原子の流動、エネルギーの約束事ね。たった一つの例外、ほんの小さな間違いも秩序は許容しない。だってそんなものがあったら、この宇宙の前提が崩れてしまうんだもの。それこそ泡のように消えてしまうわ。
No way. I mean, she's bringing the universe into this? How is that relevant?
見当違いじゃない。あなたの目はそれぐらい最悪な目ってこと。
That's a bit fucked up to say, but you're probably not wrong.
いい？消滅は万物にあらかじめ設計された決まりなの。
Yeah.
どんなに長い寿命、どんなに強大な生命にだってこれはある。たとえ宇宙の寿命より長い寿命を持つ生命があるとしても、それは無限に生き続けるわけじゃない。
That's kind of terrifying.
この定められた消滅がものの式で、それは初めからあるわけだから、式という概念を理解できる機能、それと回線が合っている脳髄と眼球があるのなら、目で見ることは不可能じゃない。それがあなたの見ている線の正体よ。あえてあなたたち風に理論づけるのなら、原子結合の宿命的欠陥部分というところかしらね。それともその個体の死因を発現させる遺伝子に用意されたテロメア的なスイッチかな。とにかくあなたが見ているのは、ものの死にやすい線、死という結論そのものよ。 よくそんな状態で今まで生きてこれたものだわ。よっぽどあなたは心が穏やかなんでしょうね、シキ。
Well, we have these handy glasses. Arkwood speaks in a detached, matter-of-fact voice. She doesn't know anything about me, so I wish she wouldn't joke around. She's not joking. I understand what she's saying, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with any of it.
そんなものあるはずがないし、まして見えるわけがない。
あなたには見えてるじゃない。普通生物は首を切ったら殺されるわ。これは切断したから停止したということよね。
Yeah.
逆に言えば首を切断できない生物は殺されないということになる。あ、これは私のことだから例外にしておいて。
Okay.
あなたはその決まり事を無視できるのよ。あらゆる外的要因を無効化する者が相手でもまず殺す。殺された相手はその後で死んだ状態になるんでしょうね。切断したから殺害できたじゃない。あなたの場合は物を殺害したからその結果として対象が切断される。ほら、これが化け物でなくて何だというの？
Good question, actually.
物が切れるだけの線って言うけど、その両目は今まで生まれてきたどんな異能より得意なものよ。あなたはね、シキ、あらゆるものを殺してしまう死神みたいな目を持っているんだから。
That's a lot of pressure to put on someone. She's right. That's exactly why I've been in denial. Why I've spent so long trying to ignore the existence of the lines. The truth is, I've known for a long time. It's exactly like she says. My eyes, my life, they're nothing more than a blemish on this earth. A mistake. Oh, don't say that. Ever since that day, I've borne witness to a dying world. I've been forced to know that everything I see could crumble in a mere moment. All this time, omens of death have been with me every step of the way.
じゃあ何か。俺はお前だって殺せることになるぞ。何でも殺す物騒なやつなんだからな。
Yeah.
そう？じゃあ試しにやってみよっか。
What, huh? Yeah, huh? Give what a try. Arkwood turns the lights in the room off and moves to the window. She slides the curtains open. Outdoor light spills through the glass, allowing me to see again. This is actually a really nice image. The woman in white is framed by the pale moonlight.
ほら、いいから本気になってみて。もしかしてそのメガネで見えないようにしてるの？
Nope.
いいんだな。
It's a peculiar thing, really. I have never taken my glasses off in front of someone before, but still I raise my hand to remove them. All of Arkwood's accusations must have put me on edge. Urged by my own frustration, I take my glasses off. Lines start to squirm and stretch across the room. My world is filled with death. I'm witnessing a miracle. I can hardly believe it. The moon shines a pearl white. The lines that had been so faint during the daytime appear to almost glow under the moonlight. But in the middle of it all, the lines on Arkwood's body are so faint that if I weren't concentrating, I probably wouldn't have even noticed them.
そんな、どうして？
どう？線はほとんど見えないでしょ？私ね、夜は四季のない生き物なの。だからあなたの目でも殺すことは不可能でしょうね。
Okay, but we can still kill you during the day. So it's a risk you're taking still by staying with us.
それでもちょっとは見えちゃうのかな。
Yeah.
夜は死なない私だけど、昼間は多少の四季ができてしまう。その弱点を突かれて私はあなたに殺された。あの時は大仕事の後だったし、即死体制も落ちてたしね。結果、私はあなたに殺されて、この通り夜でも四季ができるほど弱ってしまった。
We'd probably have to dig kind of deep, but yeah.
要するに不老不死で亡くなったわけだけど、四季、私の体の線が切れる？
I wonder if I could. If there's a line, I can cut it. But looking at her now, I'm not sure if I could slice through her as easily as I did then, in a fraction of a second.
やりにくいと思う。線が見えたり見えなかったりするから、アルクエドが眠ってでもいない限りできない。
でしょ？それがあなたの最大の欠点ね。どんなに死が見えていようとも、その線を引くのは四季自身の腕じゃないといけない。
Yeah, it's true.
いくら私が弱ってるからって、四季に捕まるほど運動能力は低下してないもの。
She's right. I couldn't even keep up with a speedy animal, let alone catch one. Or let alone catch one. And if I can't catch my prey first, then there's no way I'm cutting through its lines either. Which means even if I see the lines, I can't kill something that moves. Just as her words alleviate my deepest fears, the vampire laughs. Why the flashbang? Right. It's funny. It's all a big, comforting joke. No matter how many hypotheticals she makes or how many of my flaws are pointed out, nothing will change the way I see the world. I'm broken. I'm something that shouldn't get mixed in with the rest of this world. But despite that, when I'm faced with this incredible, impossible being, it feels like everything I'd taken for granted gets thrown out the window. She's like a magnificent flower caressed by the moonlight. It's not like I wanted eternity. All I wanted was for something I could touch. For something that could give me the hope I needed to keep living. Oh. Yeah, no, you should probably put your glasses back on. A sharp pain stabs at my brain. The lines make my head throb. I put my glasses back on and trade my miraculous view for the ordinary world. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. Arkwood eyes me suspiciously.
なんだよ。まだ何かあるのか。
そうじゃなくて。そのメガネをかけていれば線は見えないの？
Yeah, pretty much.
まあ、そうだけど。昔、俺の目がこうなった時に出会った人がくれたんだ。今じゃレンズだけしか使ってないけど、これのおかげでなんとか普通に生活が送れてるんだよ。
そっか、そうよね。
Does it?
どんなに強い心があったって死とずっと向き合っていたら発狂するか眼球を潰すしかないものね。
I guess that's fair.
あのな、さっきから言いたい放題物騒なことばっかり言いやがって。少しは遠慮してくれ。あと近い。止まれ。いいからそこで止まれ。
Yeah, okay,
止
sure
まら
you
ないと
will.
花瓶投げるぞ。
Sure you will, buddy. I retreat, sensing the impending danger. But my threat falls on deaf ears. Our Arkwood can sometimes resemble a giant cat, one whose curiosity isn't easily sated.
ねえ、それ見せて。
Why?
嫌だ。これは大事なものだから渡さない。
What is this remix? Okay.
別に壊したりしないってば。
Really?
ねえねえ、本当に見るだけだからいいでしょ。
Why is she talking like that? Relent and hand them over, I guess. Arkwood doesn't look like she'll back down. Besides, if she gets any closer, there's a good chance we'll wind up wrestling for the glasses, and she'll absolutely win if it comes down to that.
もう分かったよ。ほら。いいか。見たらすぐ返すんだぞ。
I pass my glasses to Arkwood. Close your eyes! She purses her lips as she inspects the glasses from all angles. Then she pauses and looks up at me.
シキ、これをあなたに渡した人、この町にいるの？
No.
いないと思う。7年も前の話だし、一箇所にとどまるような人じゃなかったから。
そう、よかった。余計な相手が増えなくて。ま、ブルー相手じゃ引いた方が無難でしょうけどね。
A stern expression graces her face as she falls silent.
アルクエイド、お前先生じゃなくて、そのメガネを作った人を知ってるのか？
知ってるわ。現存する4人の魔法使いの1人だもの。そのメガネだってね、とんでもない一品なのよ。今の私の力じゃとてもじゃないけど壊せないぐらい。
Wait, but he said he only uses the lenses now. Meaning, I assume he's popped the lenses out and put them on a larger frame since he's not a child anymore. I assume she's probably talking about the lenses, I would guess. But when I think glasses, like, I think of the entire thing. But I assume she's talking specifically about the actual, like, lens parts. Arkwood's tone grows more serious.
お前壊すつもりだったのか。
Do you want him to go insane?
え？私そんなこと口にしちゃった？
Wait a minute.
やっぱり壊す気だったんだな。
I huff at her to give them back and wrench the glasses out of her hand.
ったく、このメガネがないと正気じゃいられないって言ったのはそっちだろ。それとも俺にそうなれって言いたかったのか、お前は。
Maybe.
別にそんなことじゃないけど。なんとなくシキが大切そうにしてるのが嫌だったから。
But okay. I really have no idea how vampires think. This girl was ready to destroy my one lifeline on a whim.
いいから二度と変な考えは起こすなよ。先生との思い出も大事だけど、それ以上にこれがないとやっていけないんだ。四六時中線が見えてたら頭痛で頭がどうにかしそうだし。
ふん、 死が見えてると脳に負担がかかるのかしらね。
Yeah, yeah, a bit.
四季の目は何かと原因がありそうだけど、とりあえず今はこれぐらいかな。
Okay.
機会があったらもう少し詳しく教えてあげるわ。
Yeah.
結構だよ。
Do that.
あいにく長話は嫌いでね。
そう？私は誰かと話すのって好きだけどな。
Well, you don't have to do it all the time, so I mean.
意図が半分も伝わらない不自由な言葉でもこんなに心が揺れるんだもの。
Arc with beams an honest, unreserved smile. It really looks like the simple act of conversing is enough to make her happy. Well, when you're locked up sleeping all the time, when you're not hunting other vampires, yeah, I'm sure you yearn for interaction after a while. Okay, so that went on longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna stop there. And next time, we'll get into the other event that's gonna happen at the hotel. Cause yeah, I thought we would have gotten there by now, but yeah, the entire conversation went longer than I thought. But yeah, a lot of that I already knew, so that's why I didn't comment on a lot of her during a lot of her lesson. There were some new things, like I'm curious about like the night kin and nightmares, because I don't think we've heard of those before. So I'm curious as to what that's about, because she didn't give explanation for those. But I guess we'll have to see. What else? I really liked how they showed with the window open and her standing in front of it, us like looking at her, because I think in the original they didn't have a special CG for that. I think it was just the regular image of the room and her normal sprite. I mean, obviously, you know, there's a 24... Well, I guess it came out to like a 22-year difference, so it makes sense. But yeah, that was a really nice shot. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, sorry, I thought we would get the entire hotel section done today. That didn't happen. The explanation and everything was a lot more in-depth and longer than it was before, so that's gonna do it. I'll catch you later. Peace.